What is up, Broncos country? It's me, Tim Dog, Mile High Outcast Orange Blue Network. We got a lot to talk about today. We got Broncos, obviously. We got Nugget stuff. We got free agency. You know what? We're gonna do this off-season style. Name of the show: Like It, Move It, Off-Season Style. So you know what? Let's get into this. I got a great guest. Not unfortunately, Joe's spending time with his son tonight, so he will be making an appearance tonight. But you know, you need that father-son time, so there's no hate on that. Joe, Mile High Medlock, got nothing but love for you, my bro. And you know what? Let's get into it.
In the shadow of the Rockies where the orange burns bright, we ride with the outlaws under stadium lights. Mile high, we fly, no chains combined. This podcast the rocket and the altitude's kind.
Turn it up, let the city feel the bass. Every word's a touchdown, every beat's a chase. We're the Mile High Outcast. Broncos, we broadcast. Climbing, never falling fast. Full of Mile High blast.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
We got 9 Lives Lenny over there with the horseman, married with drinks. How you doing, Lenny?
How's it going, guys? How's it going? Doing good tonight. Happy to be on.
I appreciate you. Like I said, Joe's doing that father-son time, man. I appreciate you filling in as the co-host. Really got nothing but love for that, man. How was your week, bro?
Oh man, it was good. It was I think I got sick this past weekend, but hey, Valentine's just passed and Valentine's was great. It was fun. Me and Sandy did it was all-star weekend, so we kind of based our Valentine's around that.
Yeah. You got priorities, right?
Priorities for sure.
Man, once again, I appreciate you coming through. Just to get a little input, and I'm sure Joe is going to make an intro here. I don't know exactly how long, but he's spending time with his son. Just to shout out his son, they're playing in 10U, Lenny, and they actually had to play an 11U team, which, you know, at that age, a year makes difference. And they only lost by 1 point, and at one time in the game, they were in it, man. To lose by 1 point for a whole year age gap is pretty.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's huge right there. Yeah, I coached AAU for 9 years, so yeah, I know the difference there. It's a big difference. That year, 1 year, it could be a big difference for sure.
Definitely. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way, Lenny. I'm gonna bring this up, my bro. So here's all the times. Of course, this is all a Mountain Time. This is the first time I'm actually reading this because this is usually on Joe's side. So if I mess up, God bless you. If I mess up, I apologize. But Monday we got, and Friday at 11 a.m. we got a show there. And please forgive me if I don't say this all correctly. Orange and Blue Network, Johnny out there, if you're watching. Broncos Bros on Monday, my brother George and Dak. Tuesday, we got Nothing Rhymes with Orange. That's Johnny and Jay. Shout out to both of them. Appreciate you guys. Talked to Johnny today, and, you know, man, he's the CEO of the network, and, you know, what a great guy. Jay, always a great guy over there. Wednesday, you got a show that touches down on multiple sports, Rockies, Avs, Nuggets, the Mile High Symposium. And then you got Libre's and Adon's show on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please tune into that. Libre, got nothing but love for you, my bro. You always treated everyone very great. Please tune in because it's a very intelligent show. Thursday, you got the Mile High Outcast. And tonight, Lenny, you're an outcast, brother.
All right, let's do it.
And then Fridays, you got Viva los Broncos, all in Spanish for our Spanish speakers. Adon and Libre do that one as well. And then you got breaking news coming up. Just try to tune into that as much as you can, just to give you all the stuff. As we're in the off season, we don't have a pregame, play-by-play or post-game at the moment. I think there's something in the works where maybe Joe and Jay might start doing a play-by-play for the Nuggets. So if that does happen, I'm really excited for it because both of them know their ball. Next thing is our sponsor. We got Dubby. What it is no sugar, no calories, no maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial colors. It's formulated with nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, neurotropics. Man, that's a mouthful right there. Including the patent neurofactor, nootropic, and the caffeine derived directly from the coffee fruit. So everyone, please check out Dubby. It's literally an energy drink without the crash. And then if you go here and use OBN10, you get 10% off on your checkout order. I know Jay has checked this out. You know, I haven't used the product yet, but you get 10% off. And if you're interested in getting some more energy through your day, to get that Dubby OBN10. So let's do this. So let me get back out of here. There we go, Lenny. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Not much, my bro. Just getting that housekeeping out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So we got a show today, Lenny. Let me say this, man. We got a show. Are you ready to get into first and tailgate?
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
All right, my bro. All right, first and tailgate. Let's go. We got Nine Lives Lenny over there. Once again, thank you for being on the show.
Yes,
first
sir.
Thing I want to bring up is free agency, man. We're in the off season. I haven't been this excited about free agency in a long time because we were under Wilson's contract. You know what I mean? And now we got money freed up. How do you feel about that?
Well, with money freed up, so do we pay some guys to stay, or are we going to go after some big names? Because it's actually a lot of money freed up. So we got some spending power right now, and with that spending power, do we be careful for the long run? So when we got to re-sign Bo Nix here in a few years, or a couple other big players that are when it's time for his contract renewal, are we going to make sure we have that money for when that time comes?
Oh, totally agreed. You got to think long term too. Just because we have money this year doesn't mean we shouldn't have the same capital in a couple of years when contracts start coming up.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So there's a couple guys I got on my radar for free agency. We can get in the draft and some trades and stuff after free agency, but I believe it all starts with free agency. Would you agree?
I do agree. Yeah, because free agency is dependent. It determines how you're going to draft for sure.
Definitely. So the first one on my and Lenny, please feel free to disagree with me all you want. If you agree, cool, whatever. This is why we talk sports, and especially with you, my man. I know you know your stuff. First one on my radar, and here's the position, is a running back to help Dobbins, to help that momentum going. I mean, we had McLaughlin, we had Bidet, we had Harvey. Okay. There were some good plays, but I felt like a lot of defenses were not scared of our run. So someone that I would like to go after is Tyler Algier from Atlanta. What do you think about him, my bro?
I think he would bring power, but so you just said someone to go with Dobbins. If we re-sign Dobbins, that means we're going to already have Harvey and Dobbins. So do we need to go after another running back? Because then that's putting three into the mix. And I know we talked about in a previous episode, let Harvey find his stride. We drafted him for a reason, and we saw the potential of light from him. We just got to let him find his stride. So if we're going to keep Dobbins, do we even look at another running back?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it's dependent on. So like if you do re-sign Dobbins, in my opinion, you got to give him a running back to take half that load off of him. Not because he was going full force before the injury, and he's already been injury prone. I'm not saying Tyler Joe would want to be a half and half type running back. I just think it's interesting because Atlanta's in a total rebuild. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, for sure. They're definitely in total rebuild. I think they might even be looking for a quarterback this year, even though they just got one.
Yeah. So I mean, he's gonna go. I mean, he's on the chopping block, and it's not that Atlanta wants to let him go. In my mind, it's just like now we got to start over. They got to reevaluate, just like the Denver Broncos did during the Russell Wilson era. My apologies, but I think Tyler's a beast, man. So even if you don't agree of him coming to Denver, let me put it that way: if you don't agree with him coming to Denver, if we're going to re-sign Dobbins, do you agree that he's a good enough running back to like get signed by multiple teams?
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be on a roster. He's definitely not gonna be looking for a job for long. So he'll be signed before the draft for sure. In my opinion, he'll be signed before the draft.
Yeah, man. I mean, he went with no line and no offensive coordinator, no head. I mean, no game plan, and he rushed over 1,000.
Yeah,
You put that on Sean Payton's offense and mix it with Dobbins. I think that could be something special, man. I mean,
it definitely could. But that's what I said. Then what do you do with Harvey?
yeah, I know. And then how much money do you want to spend? I think we can get him like on a 3-year contract of something like maybe 7-8 mil a year. I might be lowballing it. I'm just wishful thinking, I guess. But I think it's definitely a topic. Even if it's not Tyler, trying to figure out this running back core. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, most definitely.
So the next one up is Cade Otton, man, tight end from Tampa Bay. People been on this whole tight end, and I have as well. It's not that I don't. I honestly believe we can get our tight end more involved in more plays, multiple plays. I think we could add an additional tight end, and Cade Otton, he's a blocking tight end and a receiving tight end. He does his job. What do you think? What do you think about him, my bro?
See, he'd be someone good to bring in, right? But then that goes back to like, could we get him at the right price? And if we could get him at the right price, yes, bring him in. Like with his blocking skills, his catch, he even has good hands. He could definitely be an impact on the offense. But then you got to remember, like, if he's there not at the right price, man, a lot of people are talking about that Oregon tight end dropping to us, and that boy is good. That boy got talent. Oregon Ducks, I
don't think he's gonna drop to us at 30, bro. I don't think there's.
You don't think he'll drop to 30? A lot of people are saying he might drop to 30, and he might be a potential trade up. I think if he ain't gonna be at 30, he's definitely gonna be in the 20s. He's not a top. I don't see him at top 20, but it really depends on I think with that tight end free agent signing, that's one that we could probably wait till after the draft. Like I just said, there's going to be signed before the draft. He might be one that we might want to wait till after the draft.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, man. I just feel like he has a tag on his name, man. He killed it in Oregon. I'm not saying that he should be a top 10, top 15. I'm not knocking him, but I think he's going to be sought after. One thing I don't want us to do, and just to be honest, I don't want to trade the farm to move up for him. I think there's multiple things.
I agree
with Sean Payton's drafting ability and this and that. There's other people out there like the kid from Vanderbilt. I think he's a beast. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying there, but I mean, getting back onto Otton, man. I mean, to me, you don't have to draft a tight end. To me, I would go after. I know we talked about Tyler and the running back. I'm not really as like motivated. This is like, so we got 5 free agents that I'm gonna talk about, and it's not in a particular order. It's just who we're talking about. But I would think Otton is something to seek, and you get him in free agency at a good price, and you don't have to wait for the Oregon kid to see if he gets drafted or not. What do you think, Lenny?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Yeah, if we could get him at a good price, get him. That would probably be the first choice, even before the Oregon kid. Is if we could get him at a good price, get him. But like I said, if he's out of the price range, hey, let's take our chances with that Oregon kid. Let's throw him some rookie money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that rookie money. Dude, that's what's crazy, dude. About I love that you said that because that's been on my mind. You go draft a couple kids, like say you don't get free agency the way you want. Sean Payton still is gonna have something on his radar, and you play this rookie because we're drafting at 30, right?
Yeah,
We're not paying Mendoza money. You know what I mean? We're not paying that. So in a way, I know a lot of people are like, man, we're not drafting to 30. We don't win a Super Bowl. Now we don't get a high draft pick. Nah, Sean Payton's already realizing this, and the capital that we have, you said that rookie money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's talking about Kenyon Sadiq.
The Oregon kid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, like, I agree with that. I mean, how do you feel? Okay, so getting off in general, let's talk about free agency, about the tight end position. Do you feel the need to seek out a tight end in free agency? We can get into the draft a little bit, but like, is that a position? Whether we drop a tight end or not, what do you feel about that position, about free agency?
I think right now tight end is a position that the Broncos need to get strength on. We had a rookie last year. He didn't pan out. He wasn't what we thought he was, and he didn't get probably enough snaps. Maybe and that was my same argument with Harvey's. We didn't let him get his horses running. So sometimes with that repetition comes the plays, comes the big moves. Maybe they just haven't seen it yet. But no, I think definitely tight end is a position the Broncos need to get stronger at. It's something we need to build our strength at is the tight end position for sure, without a doubt. And I don't know, maybe I'm spoiled. I'm gonna, 90s. I'm used to just the ball just going in the air and Sharp's big hand pulling it out of the air. So I'm spoiled when it comes to the tight end position.
Well, we all love that tight end position, but Shannon Sharp revolutionized that position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He revolutionized it. He changed it.
Man, those were good times, man.
Yeah. So as Bronco fans, we hold it to a high standard now, and it's like, we got to remember, he revolutionized it. He was the first of his kind.
Yeah, definitely. So the next one on the radar, my bro, and like I said, agree or disagree, however you feel. And I hate to do this to the Bronco defense, bro. It kills me because I feel like our defense was solid, but I feel like it could be better. So the next one on my radar would be Caden Ellis, the inside linebacker from Atlanta. Another Atlanta guy that's going to go. Atlanta's, bro, they're just, how do I put it?
They're losing a lot. They're losing a lot.
Yeah.
Big on my radar too. So here's the thing: do we want to sign Alex Singleton again at 33 years old? He's 33. Yeah. So is he worth signing? And here's a stat about him. It was like 80% for what thrown against him, like that was caught. It was like, so he's not good in coverage. I mean, I think we were more of a fan of him. We're more of a fan of him because of everything he went through. And at the times he made the big plays when he needed to make the big plays. But overall consistency through the whole game, he wasn't the man. And at 33, we all age starts to get you unless you start taking a shot in your ass. But
no, I agree. And we're all fans, Lenny, right? We're all fans of him.
Oh, yeah.
His first comeback game, he proved that he could play coverage. And then the decline started happening again like it was earlier in the season. So I totally agree. And I got nothing against the guy. Guy has one of the biggest hearts on the defense there is, right?
I love him. I love it. I even love that they gave him a nickname, Singleton. I love him. But when we're talking about being efficient and we're talking about, make the team stronger, Caden Ellis, I would love to see the Broncos bring in Caden Ellis. I would love it.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, I mean, you look at Caden Ellis, man. Once again, I'm not trying to bash on the Falcons, just like we were talking about Tyler earlier. But he was a player that stood out. And I'm going to compare him to somebody like Gonzalez, like we talked about last week, right? The Super Bowl and his coverage skills, this and that. Caden, man, is making plays, and he sees where that ball is going to go and can drop. His disguise blitz, to me, is amazing. How he can, people think he's coming and he drops back over that middle, and they think they got a wide open slot receiver. He can run with them.
And I don't know if you remember John Mobley. John Mobley had that. He had that drop back a lot. I think I think even one season he led linebackers in picks. I think it was only like 4, but regardless, it's like that drop back could lead to picks because a lot of times that QB don't see him, especially on slants or with those slot receivers. They're not seeing that drop back. They're seeing the linebacker coming off that end or coming through that B gap, and then out of nowhere he's dropping back and boom, there's a pick. And it could be beneficial for sure.
When you bring up Mobley, the thing I always remember about that draft is that we picked him before Ray Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah.
We picked him before Ray Lewis, and Baltimore moved up and grabbed Ray. I wouldn't trade it. Ray Lewis might be the best linebacker besides LT of all time. But Mobley got a Super Bowl wins, man. The seasons that he did with us were definitely significant.
Yeah, they were clutch.
I mean, him, Al Wilson. Man, those are the days.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, those are fun.
So, I mean, at the right tag, at the right price, Caden Alice. So we went over Tyler, and it doesn't really feel like you're too strong on the Tyler thing, which is cool. When it came to Otten as a tight end, so we're on our third one. So right now, between a running back, tight end, and now an inside linebacker, at this point of the people that we talked about, which one would you see that you would like to see, in your own opinion? The inside linebacker, a tight end, and you don't have to even, it's not even about the players that I'm mentioning, just the position. The inside linebacker, tight end, or running back. What do you think?
If we're going to go with position, I'm going to go with tight end. I would like to see us to bring in a strong tight end, someone that, that Bo could throw a dump to when he's in trouble. So tight end position is going to be big for me. But if we're going to talk about out of those 3 players we just talked about, Caden Ellis, that's who I would throw my money at. Caden Ellis is who I'm throwing the money at.
Dude, you got concur for me. I'm gonna pretend I'm a doctor right now. I concur, Lenny. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I think that line, dude. Like, our defense is so good. Our secondary needs nothing done. I don't think our line needs to be messed with. It's our linebacker core. And I'm not talking bad about Greenlaw, but man, he's so injury prone. I don't think this Walmart ownership is coddling anybody. If you're not performing, let's free up some cap and let's do what we got to do and get the players. I think that's the direction we're headed in.
Most definitely. Hey, when you brought up ownership, this is my conspiracy theory. Stan Kroenke.
That's not the Kroenke.
And they told him he could not buy the Broncos because he already owned the Rams. He could only own one NFL team.
Yeah.
And literally, like a week after they told him no, Walmart's family bought it. That's his wife's family. I'm pretty sure Kroenke's our secret owner. Conspiracy theory. Kroenke's our secret owner.
I wouldn't even call it a conspiracy theory. That's pretty accurate, man. I mean, he found a way. And, dude, Kroenke's been a great owner, of
Denver sports, period.
Yeah, exactly. I got nothing against Kroenke. I do have a little thing of coaching hires, you know what I mean? But, Mike Malone got us a ring with the Nuggets and blah, blah, blah. But, and we can get into the Nuggets later. But, I got nothing but love for Kroenke. But there is a rule. I saw something, man, and I can't remember the name. But I think there was only one person that owned 2 franchises at one time. And this was like 60s or 70s. And they made him sell the other team. And they put that rule in because they didn't want to monopolize.
Yeah, and I think one of his ownerships, I know who you're talking about, one of his ownerships was a partial of another team. So it wasn't even like full ownership.
Yeah. And I agree with that rule. Because, man, you can literally trade against your own team and stack one team, and who cares about the other team or however you're going to do it. I agree with the rule. Would you?
Yeah, no, for sure. Because then you do what Derek Jeter did. He went and bought the Marlins. He traded Stanton to the Yankees, and then he sold the Marlins. He bought a team just for a player to trade.
Yeah. So before we get on to the next two, Lenny, my co-host, man, this guy, he's gonna do some comments for us. And let's get a couple of these comments out of the way, Lenny.
All right. Hey, we got Todd.
Uncle Todd.
Hey, what's going on? He said, "What's going on, my high OUTKAST?" Hey, we're here, baby. We're here Thursday. Getting it going. Let's go. What's up, Todd?
All day. That's my Uncle Lenny, man. I wish in the near future, definitely you're gonna meet him, man. That
Sure.
He always tries to support. He went to Libre's tailgate, this and that.
Hi, Unc.
Oh, there she is.
Hi, Unc.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Uncle Todd, nothing but love for you.
Hey, we got the Horseman Broncos. Was it Kyle Pitt? Good grab for the tight end position. Is Kyle Pitt a free agent this year?
I didn't realize it, to be honest with you, but I love this comment right now. Can we get on that a little bit, Lenny?
Yeah, no, let's get on it because I didn't even realize Kyle Pitt was a free agent. And if he is a free agent, that's who I would go with. Like, that's a tight end I would want.
Oh, Kyle Pitt has skills, bro. Skills.
Yeah.
Real quick, Horseman. Great comment. And to everybody out there, please keep comments coming, man. Me and Lenny are gonna be here for a while, and you know what? Sandy's gonna come in and out, and you know what? Joe's gonna come in anytime for a couple minutes before he spends time with his son. So keep everybody out there. Please comment on everything we're saying. Please do. But Lenny, speak a little on Kyle Pitt, my bro.
Bro, Kyle Pitt, he's one of those players that so I just talked about earlier, having someone that where Bo Nick could dump off when he's in trouble. Kyle Pitt's that guy, he finds himself open on that 5 and out all day long. And it's even when he's not open, he's big enough to where, what is he, 6'5", 6'6"?
He's big.
You just throw the ball in the air and he's going to grab it. And he does 5 and outs all day long. So it might only be a 5-6 yard pickup. Hey, but that's positive yards, especially with the quarterback in trouble on a scramble.
But the YAC on that, right?
Yeah, yards after catch. At that big, being that big, he's hard to tackle.
Yeah.
So even if it's a 5 yard catch, he's turned around and get 4 or 5 more.
Yeah.
Easy.
Definitely. I like that take because you know what? Not only is he big and he got his hands, but to me, he is a great route runner. And if the route's not there and the scramble comes up, his hand, I'll figure something out. Just throw me the ball.
For sure. No, I definitely like Kyle Pitt. I didn't realize he was a free agent. That kind of just changed my whole thinking.
It really did. And now, you know what? Come on, man. I don't have that in my top 5, but Horseman, great take, bro. Great take.
And I'm not sure if that's Brother Rich. I thought Brother Rich's was Horseman Rich 303. So I'm not. But if it is Brother Rich, what up, Brother Rich?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm not sure if that's Brother Rich or another one of our Horseman brothers. Hey, we got Shy from North Carolina. Hey, Tim Dog.
What up, Shy?
How's it going, brother? Hope you're doing good out there. We talked about bringing him in from North Carolina for a game this coming year, so we'll see how that goes.
Yes, sir. Shy's the hype man for Orange and Blue Network. If you guys don't know, that guy, he makes a video before every game, and it's like a 30-second video, but we call it getting shiped. So, Shy, thank you for coming on. I missed you this past week or two, my bro. Hope everything's good with you, man. But you know what? Let's get shiped.
Get shiped. I like it.
I like that.
Yeah. And so right here, that's from my pops. He says, "What's up?" That's my dad on here. We call him Pops. It's just, man, when we talk about coach, there's just like Medlock. He coached me. He coached me and half the community. He was athletic director over Presentation of Our Lady, and he was also the sports coordinator at Johnson Boys and Girls Club. So he's coached multiple teams over the years, including competitive teams. He kept me and my siblings in competitive sports, so he did it all from AAU to rec to he was our coach.
And that's what's up, man. Lenny, I know you've had your programs. I know Vader has. I went and I volunteered for Highland Hills and we were a poor league, man. I know I've told you this before.
Yeah.
But those kids meant the world to me. So to Big Lenny, man, for everything that your son's talking about, man, that's just what we want out of Denver community. Not just Denver community, every community throughout the country. You know,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
keep these kids involved in sports and doing what you got to do. People like us as adults need to step up and volunteer and do stuff for these kids. And you know what? It's not about us. It's about them, because there's nothing but roads ahead, Lenny.
Yeah, for sure. And he did a lot. And this from Dominic. What up, Unc? Oh, that's a nephew, Dominic. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Dominic. So Dominic just got his third college offer for a full ride. So me being a running back growing up, I never gave a punter much love. Even my extra years, like never gave a punter much love. I did, and he would tell me like, "Unks, I'm working," and I would see him work. He'd worked his ass off, and I was like, I didn't know a punter put in that much work. Now he has 3 full ride offers. That's awesome. Hey, Dominic, keep it going, boy. Those offers going to keep coming. Yeah, 3 full ride offers as a punter. He's at Ridgeway. How's it? The school up here in Thornton, Ridgeview.
Oh, Mountain View.
No, Ridge.
Mountain Ridge.
No.
Mountain Ridge.
No.
Yeah.
Riverdale.
Oh,
River
you said
Ridge.
Ridge, but
River Ridge.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, and nothing against your nephew, but I got really excited because I thought that was my nephew, Dom.
Oh, okay.
But no, man. Everything that your uncle talks about, man, keep it going, man. Everything, man, keep it going. You got full support from the iHeart OUTKAST. You got full support from your uncles, man. Keep it going. I would love to go see a game or two, or whatever ends up going. Lenny, you make sure I get that invite, my bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think his next game would be in college. So
yeah. I'll wait.
One of the schools he's looking at is the school's literally like 30 minutes away from Raytown, which that's where the Chiefs play. So I was like, maybe we could go catch a game for him on Saturday when the Broncos play the Chiefs there on a Sunday.
yeah, definitely, man. We support it all, and once again, to my high Medlock, man. His son's getting up there and balling, man. I mean, they're not doing the AU, but I mean, that's a lot of commitment when you go competitive.
Oh yeah,
Lenny,
sure
you know what's up, man. And I got an offer to take over a team for competitive a few years back, and I was like, man, I'm already doing rec, and then I got my girls, and I got work, and then like. Don't get me wrong. I went and supported him. I went to some games and stuff, but that coaching life out there when you start doing competitive is way different.
I felt like I didn't see the sun. I was gone from sunrise to sunset, sometimes later, and then you end up giving kids rides home. I think I was getting home at 10, 11 p.m. every night. It was definitely a life for a single person, not not a person with kids or are married. That's something I was doing while I was single without kids.
Well, the reason why I was doing it, man, is Lenny, I got 4 daughters, right? So
yeah,
it's like I need some testosterone in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll get into some more comments in a little bit, guys. I promise we're gonna read all of them. Let's get back into this free agency. Okay. I don't think you're gonna like this one, Lenny. I'm just going to say, because you didn't like off the bat Tyler. So I'm looking at Rico. I'm looking at Rico Dowdle, man. And I think we can get him at a price to split the touches with Dobbins. And if Harvey does stay or does not stay, who knows how that's going to end up. But I'm looking at Rico to take a kind of person to take some pressure off of Dobbins, where he's not an every down back. I don't think anybody that comes in this Broncos system is going to be an every down back. At least I hope they don't put Dobbins through that if he comes back and everything goes the way it could go. Because I love me some Dobbins, Ohio State, baby. But I think Rico would be a good fit here, man. What do you think, man? What's your take?
So I like Rico. I like Rico more than Tyler. And I think they might be biased. I had him on on my fantasy, and he racked up some points for me. So I never actually watched him other than when the Broncos played the Cowboys. But other than that, it's like without even watching him, was like, oh, this boy's he's hitting me some points over here. You know, you put him in the flex and or even at the second running back, and he was getting me points. And so, like I said, I don't know much about him other than boy puts in work. So, you know, I'm a fan of him, but it's a biased opinion because I had him on fantasy.
Well, that fantasy brain messes us all up. I'm not gonna lie,
For
bro.
sure.
I had Terry McLaughlin from the Redskins that didn't do anything, and I got rid of him just out of spite. I was on the phone with George, like, oh man, he's out of here, and when he came back and killed it against the Broncos, and I go, if the Broncos lose and I got rid of him and I lose my fantasy, that's triple whammy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to do a music video at that point to give you a big FU. You got to sing. What's that? See the CeeLo Brown song? Fuck you. Yeah.
But let's touch back down on Rico, man. I don't think he's an every down back.
Definitely not an everyday Brown. And like I said, what I know of him, he could get plays done when he needs to get plays done, which would be a great backup for Dobbins. He'd come in and he could be that relief, that third down back or that short down back. Kind of like who was it? Kind of how Lendell White was being, towards the end of his career there. Just the late down back, short ground back. Someone just to kind of. Just there's a workhorse and there's a punch horse
to take the pressure off of Dobbins.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so for the right price, I would definitely bring him in for the right price.
And I think we could get him at a right price, dude. I mean, Rico's not going to kill our cap, dude.
No, definitely not. Did you do just a 2-year or do you just do a 1 year to see how it works out?
I would say 2, just because if that first season goes well, you don't have to pay that extra money
for the second season. Exactly. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, because, dude, I mean, we got cap now, but we got to be smart about cap. And Sean Payton is smart with cap. And he was very patient. And Bo Nix is still on his rookie. I think it's his last year.
Yeah, he's about to get paid.
Yeah, he's about to get paid. So we got to think about that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's our franchise.
We got to make sure we have that money to pay him.
Yeah. And to everybody, please comment on anything that me and Lenny are talking about. Lenny, I appreciate all this conversation, man. I'm sorry, that was Joe texting. He's gonna hop on in like 5, Lenny, just to let you know for a few minutes.
Sounds good.
But just like, dude, I think Rico's just a good fit. I think it's just a good fit. He's not an every down back. We're not gonna pay him a lot, and he can take things off Dobbins. And like I said, every free agent that I'm talking about, it's not in a particular order of who I want first. It's just some guys that I'm looking around and like, hey, it's a conversation. Let's talk about who we want. I think Rico would fit in perfect. And if Harvey gets butthurt or not, he better step up his game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you see, I agree with you. I would like to bring in Rico, especially for the right price. And I don't want to bash Harvey, like when we talk, because I really feel like Harvey's one of those guys. He needs to be the man to shine. And so he ain't getting that opportunity. He probably ain't going to get that opportunity. So it's step up from where you're at. You want that opportunity, step up where you're at.
And to me, he had the complete opportunity when Dobbins went down. And don't get me wrong, he's had some good plays.
Yeah, because he went
Did I like him from first quarter to the end of fourth quarter? No, I did not. He started running through the tackles a little bit, but his one big play didn't make up, in my mind. And once again, I'm not a hater, but you can't put a Harvey in a system the way this is and then let Bo try to figure it out at the end of the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like, your running back needs to be established. So if you re-sign Dobbins and you have faith in him, you have to give Dobbins a Rico. Yeah. You can't force Dobbins back into be an every down back. Lenny, would you agree? Disagree? Tell me.
No, I definitely agree with that, and I definitely like bringing in Rico. But one thing just had me thinking right now as we're talking is one of those boom. Like I brought up, like bringing him in like a Lendell White situation. Short down back. do we bring in a bigger running back? Because like, how big is Rico?
He's bigger than Harvey, but he's not as big as Dobbins. You know what I mean?
So it's like, do we bring in someone who could be that power punch?
That 3rd and goal.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so much to talk about. It's off season.
Right?
Look at where we're at right now, man. I mean, we're not even out of first and tailgate yet, and I'm having a great time with you, Lenny, man. I appreciate you so much for doing this.
Yes, sir.
I will say this before we go on to the last one, and then Lenny, man, if I forgot anyone in free agency that you want to mention, please do. But I'm gonna say this: I'm Team Rico. Get him over here, and I think he fits a Sean Payton system.
And I definitely could live with it. I like Rico. I could live with it, and I would like to see him in here, especially the right price. Right price. See, with me, everything's right price. Right price.
Well, it has to be, Lenny. It has to be, right?
Yeah, I got what is it? The PTSD from Russell Wilson.
Oh God,
PTSD. Like, everything has to be right price.
You couldn't say it more perfect, bro. You get to that. The PSD, dude. Come on, man. We're barely getting out of that, dude. We're barely getting out of it. We made a Super Bowl run, and we made playoffs last year. Now here's the time to be smart. You don't go pay one player. You don't trade for the farm. So with the Oregon kid, dude, you don't do that. And I don't want to bring that up too much because we're gonna get into drafts after a couple of subjects. So I don't want to release everything I got to say yet. But free agency is gonna be crazy, man. So here's my number 5, and I don't know if you're gonna like this or not. I've been pro wide receiver all year for the Broncos. I just thought that we weren't getting them the balls enough, not getting Sutton involved. But here's an interesting one to me: is Alec Pierce from the Colts. I think that's another one you can go grab with the cap and still have space and be. I'm not saying that we're gonna get him for chump change, no. But man, what an addition! It might be wishful thinking. I think Alec Pierce is a beast, bro.
I do too. I like it. When you told me that earlier, I right away he's one of the ones I was thinking. It's like he's one that I think we get for the right price. But if he ends up being at that top dollar, do we go ahead and spend a little extra and go after George Pickens?
Oh, now you're making it interesting.
Like if we're gonna spend that much money, so we could get him at that, But if we're gonna go, and I like him, I like him a lot. That's who I'd like to go after. But if we're gonna spend that much money, do we go after George Pickens?
Now you put me on the spot. Because I would love a Pickens, but I don't think we're going to get a Pickens at the price that we want to pay.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely not. But if we're going to go at a higher price with Alec.
Yeah.
Do we say, hey, let's throw a little bit extra right now?
Yeah. I would think something like a similar of like a Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if you saw that or not. But they cleared up all kinds of cap space because he took a salary bonus, a contract bonus, whatever you want to call it, that didn't affect the cap. So Chiefs were real smart about that. I hate it because they're AFC West. They're the Chiefs. I hate it. Yeah. But what a great decision to do it in that way because they're trying to get Tyreek Hill back. You know what I mean? They're trying to get Hill back, and he's a free agent out of Miami. I don't think there's a chance in hell he'll be a Bronco, and I'm not even looking at it because he's coming off that injury and stuff. But I think the reason they did do that is to get Hill back. What do you think, Lenny?
And they're definitely going to go after Hill. Like they definitely want Hill back, and as much I'm against it just because it's a rival doing it. I want to say we were the first to do it. I don't know if you remember our 97, 98 seasons. I think
Neil Smith.
It was Atwater and Alway, and I think there was one other player. Like they took basically bottom dollar. They're basically getting paid out in bonuses, but because that's it, they brought in Neil Smith, and to get the money to bring in Neil Smith, these guys said they rearranged their contracts to where all their money was through bonuses, but so we could afford through the salary cap to sign Neil Smith.
Yeah, I absolutely do remember that because Alway was the one that took the hit, and he's
Yeah,
like,
I think we were paying Alway to like 2007 or 2008, and
yeah, he's
Atwater
like,
to like
he's like, I
2004.
don't. He's like, I don't need this. Get Neil Smith. I'm tired of him sacking me.
Yeah.
Let's bring him on as a Bronco, and
Let's get
without
him
Neil
some money.
Smith, who knows
Yeah.
if we go back to back? You know what I mean? Because I mean, dude, if you want to look at that line, man, Neil Smith, Alfred Williams, Keith Tractor Trailer, and who's the fourth?
Was it Alfred Williams?
Alfred Williams, Neil Smith, Keith Tractor
Keith
Trailer,
and
I can't remember the fourth. My apologies to everybody watching.
I know who it was too. I'm having a brain fart right now.
Yeah. But I like how you bring that up, Lenny, because Alway was being very unselfish. The organization was being unselfish. Let's take this, do that. You don't really see that anymore. The difference is Mahomes is just taking his payment in a different method.
Yeah.
It's not like he's not getting his paper.
Well,
Alway
no,
actually took a decline in his pay.
No, so Alway was still getting paid out. Like the bonuses went to like he was getting paid to like 2008. So he was
Yeah.
In a different method, the same way. So it's similar. It might not be the same exact, but it was a similar approach. It's like he's still going to get paid. He's going to take it through this outside way to not affect the salary cap. And that's what Mahomes is doing right now. And yeah, no, so I think it's to bring back Hill, and they might be going after a big play. You know, they might be going after the George Pickens.
Yeah. Don't get my
that,
hopes up, Lenny. Don't get my hopes up, bro. But either way, if we get a big time receiver like that, we got to get out of the system of play calling where we're not going to actually throw down the fucking field. Excuse my language. I'm sorry to everybody out there, but we got to get out of that thing and not have a jump ball in the end zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
no, for sure.
that's what I'm gonna say. And you know what, man? Look at this guy over here.
What up, y'all?
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, not much, man. Just checking in at halftime, man. We down here at the George Washington Denver South game. So
okay.
Yep.
Coach Valdez versus Coach. Who's coaching George right now?
You know, I'm not even sure. I'm not sure.
Hey, Valdez's boys though, man, they came alive the last 2 weeks. I want to say they put up a 50 or 80-50 against. What was it on Saturday? Who'd they play? It was a top team too, East. Like they've been giving it. They came alive the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they've been doing really good. They're down right now, but when we walked in, GW was up 18-9, and then at halftime now it's 30-24. So,
it's a game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It's an exciting one.
Yeah.
GW is still up.
Yeah, GW's still up. Yeah, back and forth game. You know, they're doing pretty good both ways. So, yeah, exciting second half down here with my dad and my son. So,
right on.
Yeah, I was just telling everybody, Joe, that you were doing the father-son time the past 2 nights. I was telling them that your son had to play up from 10U to facing an 11U team. I'm pretty sure I got that correct. And only lost by 1 point.
Yeah. Last night they played against 11 and under team, and they're 10 and under team, and yeah, they're doing pretty good. I didn't get to go, but I'll go to the game on Monday. But yeah, they were. They did good and only lost by 1. So, yeah, they were up by like 10 points with like five minutes left. So,
where does he play Monday?
Yeah, it was good. I'll have to see. It's either going to be at Moorhead Rec Center or at Isabella Bird. I'll have to check and see.
Let us know. Let us know. We all want to go support.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know.
All right, my bro. Joe, anything you want to say, man? What's up? We were talking about some free agents, man, and a couple ones that I noted was Tyler Algier for running back from Atlanta, Cade Otton from Tampa Bay tight end, Caden Ellis from Atlanta inside linebacker, Rico Dowdle running back from the Panthers, and then Alec Pierce wide receiver from Indy. Do you want to touch down on any of those free agents? Who would you like to see here?
Man, free agents. I mean, my dream, not dream, but like the number one would be a little different than what you guys are. Well, if I'm going tight end, I mean, I'm gonna shoot for the stars. Njoku, you know, for the Browns.
Yeah.
But
Who do you think will
everyone you guys, everyone you guys are talking about is good though too. And I mean, the only other thing I would say would be like, as far as running back, you know, like I may see what the running back from the Seahawks is. You know, what's his stat line look like to bring him here. You know, so
Is,
we'll just have to what you guys are saying about it. Huh?
Yeah.
Is he a free agent this year?
Joe. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's free. Yeah.
Yeah, and Joe
Joe
is a free
is
agent
shooting
too.
for the. Joe is shooting for the stars. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I would love it as well. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Well,
Me neither.
I shot stars when I said George Pickens.
Yeah.
But like I said, if we Alec Burke or Pierce, if he's I said Burks, I went basketball college, but wow, if Alec Pierce, you know, if he ends up being pricey and we're still going to go after him, why not throw a little bit more extra money and bring in George Pickens?
Yeah. I mean, free agency can go so many different ways, man. So many different ways. And you know what? I will say that. You know what, Lenny? Let me bring up a couple of the. Let's see what we got going here. My bad. Go ahead, Lenny.
All right, from the Horseman. You see, this is what's like. Yep, it's me, Rich. Okay, Horseman 303. You see, so this is different than the other one. Is that did I read the last one wrong? So yeah, it's Rich. It is brother Rich.
Yeah, that's what you're asking if it was Rich. So he's replying back, "Hey, yeah, it's me, Rich." So what up, Rich? Welcome to my OUTKAST, my brother.
Yeah, for sure.
And then,
Hey, Lenny, thanks for filling in tonight too.
Okay, Jolene Lopez for the kids. So Jolene that's brother Rich's wife. She's the only female that's stamped. Just the FYI, she's the only female that's stamped. I mean, Sandy's working on her stamp, but she ain't there yet.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Phyllis, it's mother-in-law, Riverdale. We're looking for the school. I keep saying River Ridge. It's Riverdale. My nephew has 3 offers out of Riverdale. He's as punter. Full ride offers as a punter though. That's awesome. So yeah, shout out to Dominic again. Nicole Valdez. That's Sandy's sister wife.
She says, "Yay, Dominic!"
Yeah, yay, Dominic. Good job,
Dominic's
nephew.
getting some love on this show, man. I gotta meet that kid, bro.
He's a good kid. You know, it's crazy. He looks like Sandy, so he's a beautiful boy. It's like, boy shouldn't be beautiful like that.
Oh, that's I like that.
He's a beautiful boy. Hey, they're Braylon saying hi, Dad. She's talking.
What's up, Boo?
Thank you. She's out here watching her dad, Tim. Arcadia, there she is saying hi, Dad.
Hi, Arcadia. Hi, Braylon.
Say hi.
There's her Tia right there.
Oh yeah, there's Sandy's girls right there. All right, Shy again. We need a running back from Seattle. So that's just what Medlock was saying. You know, get that running back from Seattle. I didn't realize Walker was available. Like that kind of.
See?
Money at.
I see you, Shy. I see you.
Dude, I see it too. Don't get me wrong, man. It's not I'm against it. I just don't know if we're going to clear up that kind of cap just for one player. I think there's multiple positions where Sean's going to look at it like, let's piece it together instead of selling the farm. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, that's how we're going to go. Would I love to see him here? Absolutely, Shy. Nothing but
an acre.
Go ahead, Lenny.
I said we could sell an acre.
Shy, keep those comments coming in, man. I always love when you're on the show, my bro. Let's get hyped. Just real quick, what I want to do. My brother George is out in Vegas for a wedding this week, man. So he's been traveling a little bit these past couple weeks. Safe travels. He's like, I'm gonna try to leave a comment or two. The drive was expected to be around 7 or 8. Who knows where they're at? But shout out. Hey, do you even Broncos, bros?
Do you even Broncos, bro? You even Broncos, bro. You know the best part about Vegas lately, and this has been like the last 9 times I went. Everybody's out there in Bronco gear. It's nonstop Bronco gear. Hey, but here's from Ashley Gomez. She's so I don't know if you watch Married with Drinks, but she's Sandy's security guard.
Yeah.
Family. So I call her Debo. Everyone else calls her Baby Cakes, but I call her Debo because for some reason I'm the only one that she that gets the security work in.
I
There
hear
you go.
you.
Hey, I'm about to hit back in here. Second half's about to be starting, so.
All right,
I
right
just
on.
want to pop in and say thanks for filling in, Lenny and Tim Dog. As always, y'all doing good. I haven't watched it.
Thinking of me.
Joe, nothing but love for you, my bro. Tell your son and your coach I said what's up, and have a great time, my bro.
Yeah. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, my bro.
Bye, Joe. We'll see
For sure.
you.
All right.
That's man, that's cool. Joe took a couple minutes out just to be on it. But you know what, Lenny? One thing I do want to give Joe is, you know what? I love the podcast, man. You love the podcast. You love the horse. I get, but the kids, man. You know, like, I want to go spend time with my son, man. I'm gonna say what Joe said, and I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much for being my co-host tonight, man. Just to let Joe go spend time with his son, that means a lot. And mile high salute to Joe and his fam.
For sure. Hey,
Mile high salute to Lenny.
Appreciate you guys. Hey, how do I say his name, Joe's son's name? Because I was telling Sandy how cool it is.
Jofani.
Jofani.
Oh.
Like I loved it. Like I know that. So he took the Joe and added it. Yeah. Like Jofani. I love it.
Yeah, man. And I can't wait to get out there and put eyes on the court when he's hooping it up, because I go back in the day with Joe, man, and that's all we did. I mean, don't get me wrong, we did baseball, football, whatever, but basketball was like our dude. We used to go one-on-one because we lived like 2 blocks away, bro. Yeah, okay. And everyone always said my defense was sick. Joe, man, I would put a white stance, my arms out, like you ain't getting by me, and then he put that ball through my legs, and luckily that there wasn't a whole gym to see it. But I'm gonna admit that. And he goes, "That's the only way I can get through, man." And I'm like, "You're not gonna do that again." And then guess what? He did it again.
Oh man, I know what you're talking about. I had 2 boys that I grew up with like, all day, every day throughout the summer, from sunrise to sunset. We were just out there, always hooping. My boy Danny, my boy Santo, they're still 2 of my best boys till this day. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. We did all sports together, but when it came to basketball, we were just always. It was the one thing you could do anytime. Just go outside and start shooting.
Yeah, let's go past the rock.
Yeah, for sure.
We used to have a place off Irma that you might know of. I don't remember the exact name, but so if you go to like 104th and Irma and then go to like to 108th, there's a basketball court. And it used to have the street lights, so you push the button, and it would have the sensor when the sun would go down. So we would ball at night, and man, we played 4-on-4. It wasn't 5-on-5, but 4-on-4 full court, and winter stays on. And man, we balled on that court, dude. Balled on that court. Nights, and you remember the rules, Lenny?
Yeah.
You call your own fouls. You know what I mean? And
And you didn't want to call nothing ticky-tacky because then everybody would – then you would get nobody's team after that. You got something ticky-tacky, you ain't playing on nobody's team. Nobody wants to pick up a crybaby.
Yeah, exactly, man. And, man, once again, shout out to Joe, man. I'm glad that you got your son involved in basketball, because I know that's where your heart is as well. I mean, any sport Joe loves, but we got to get out there, Lenny.
I'm excited. I'm excited to go see him. So hopefully he gives us that game day info for Monday. I'm excited to go check him out.
So the next thing I'm going to bring up, and I know we're already against time, man. We're having a great time here. So, what Broncos do we lose to free agency? In my opinion, it's JFM, right? Myers. I don't think he got paid because they're already looking at what they want to do. Would you agree with that, or do you have somebody else on the chopping block?
No, he's definitely on the chopping block. Yeah, no, he's definitely on the chopping block. He's actually one that we're probably not going to miss much. I mean, he made a couple good plays, but how many times did you hear his name? You know, and he's not worth any price right now. He'd be at veteran minimum, and I'm not sure he's worth that right now to bring him back. So he's definitely on the chopping block.
Troutman.
Troutman?
Yeah.
Oh, Sandy said to get rid of Troutman.
Ooh, I don't know.
He's
I don't
not a
know.
true playmaker.
She said he's not a true playmaker. Oh,
Denver might prefer a younger, cheaper tight end.
Sandy, just sit down and talk with us.
yeah.
Or target a bigger free agent upgrade instead of keeping him at his salary.
Oh, she said let his salary go and bring in a younger guy for a cheaper price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And I think that's kind of what we were talking about earlier a little bit.
I don't think his salary is big enough for us to be concerned about.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, if we do get rid of him, I'm not going to be sad about it.
Definitely, I agree with that. Sandy said we can definitely put the money somewhere else, and I agree with that.
If we take
He didn't do enough to. He's definitely on the chopping block. Well, I'll leave it at that. Like,
Okay.
if he stays, I'm not against it, but I'm not against it if we lose him. Like, he's definitely he's a coin flipper.
Agreed. I totally agree.
With Sadak?
He's the tight end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's saying give Sadak some.
Yeah.
Get him.
Replace him with Sadak.
Yeah. So Sandy's over here dropping opinions.
I love it, Sandy. Like, dude, I mean, you got JFM, dude. You got Troutman. I mean, there's multiple people. Nobody knows what's actually going to happen. But if you're going to drop somebody, then you better be ready for free agency. So once free agency hits and we start signing a tight end, then Troutman is going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, then we're going to know what positions we're trying to fill in free agency. Because as much as I follow everything that's going on offseason, I have no clue what we're going to do in free agency. The only thing this show is about is what I think could potentially happen, what could help the Broncos. Nobody's inside of Sean Payton's mind. Lenny.
Yeah, no, there's definitely our opinions, and some of it's bias. Most of it's bias.
So who else would be on the chopping block for you?
Chopping block, and I hate to say this one because I just got done saying how much I love him. I think I gave him my props last week. I gave him the props last week or the week before. Singleton. You have the choice of two linebackers to keep, right? You got Justin Strand, and Single Nut.
They might be both on the chopping block.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're both free agents, but you got to bring back one. Who do you bring back? You know, a 33-year-old Single Nut, or Justin Strand, who actually made some big plays. They both have their shiny moments. But,
if you're looking at it as a fan, you want to go with Singleton, right?
Yeah.
If you're looking at it in realistic form, that somebody that can progress, then you bring Justin. But if you do that, so if you do put Singleton on the chopping block, then that's open to be like, oh, let's go look at Caden Ellis. You know what I mean?
That's where I'm at with that, Caden Ellis. So it frees up the opportunity for Caden Ellis.
Definitely, my bro. Man, I love this take, man. Our give and take right now, man. I know we do this in the tailgates and over the phone or whatever, but right now, man, this show I couldn't be happier with. Lenny, once again, thank you, my brother, because we're talking real stuff, and none of this could be true. Anything that we say, who we want or what's gonna happen, or this and that, nothing might not ever come out of it. But the thing is we're trying to get every viewer and follower out there to be like, you know what? I don't agree with Lenny. I don't agree with Tim. I don't agree with Joe. Or I do agree with all three of them. Or whatever. Everybody has their own mind. So please keep the comments coming. And man, who knows where this year is going to go. But this free agency talk with you, Lenny, man, bro. Yeah. I think we can go another 4 hours, to be honest.
I was going to say, we've been on a free agent talk for almost an hour. It's been a good talk. And it's because, man, there's just a lot of potential moves this offseason. A lot.
Dude, how exciting is free agency this year, though, Lenny? Talk about that, because we've been so limited
And this is why.
And we made some moves with Greenlaw. I don't mean to interrupt you, but last year we made some good signs. But now we got the capital cleared. How excited about free agency are you? Whether we're right or we're wrong or whatever, just our opinions. How do you just tell me how you feel about free agency with the Broncos capital cleared?
Oh, I'm super excited about it, and for the reason that we haven't had this cap space for 5 years. We went 5 years without having this cap space, so I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the possibilities, all the potentials, but I also don't want to, a kid at Chuck E. Cheese. Here's $20, and here's $20. Boom, you go put it all in one game. Because we got to remember, we got Bo Nix's contract coming up. We got future stuff coming up, so we don't want to dump it all this year, which
agreed.
I want to. I said, go bring George Pickens in. I want to, but we can't.
But we don't want to end up like the Commanders, man. When their salary cap is just, gosh, they don't do a thing with it, man. And they had opportunities. We don't want to be that team. Sean Payton's not going to let us be that team. Ownership's not going to be that team. So I think there's a chain of command where it's like, look, we got money. I understand what Joe's saying. Bring in Seattle's running back. I would love it. Pickens, what you're saying, I get it. I just don't think it's likely that the Broncos organization is going to do that because they're going to want like 3 or 4 good signings rather than betting it all on one. I mean, who knows, man? Training camp comes out and an injury happens, and then you have that cap all over with Wilson.
Just a question. George Payton's still our GM, right?
Yeah.
He'll throw the book at one player. We've seen it. We've seen it.
Yeah, but the difference is Sean's there. You know what I mean?
Sean's there to stop him.
Yeah. Hey, bro, don't get me started on with that question you just asked me, dude. I could just do a whole freaking take because you're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. But I feel like there's more organization people there to stop that, to prevent that from happening.
I hope. Like I said, though, I thought John Howie, because John Howie was still in the picture then. Like, even though he wasn't GM, he was still
he was president of operations.
President of operations. You think he would have been like, "Hey, slow down. You're throwing our whole payroll at a 5'11" quarterback."
I love John Howie as a quarterback. I really, man, president of operations. I mean, he did bring in Manning. I will say that he brought in Manning.
Todd Houghton had a lot to do with that.
Todd Houghton too. Oh yeah, first baseman, Colorado Rockies, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Todd Houghton, man. Oh man, love that name. I actually got to meet him one time, and it wasn't even at a game. I just ran into him. I was doing a paint bid for one of his neighbors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he went outside to check his mail, and I was all. I was in my whites, all painted up, and I was like, Todd Houghton? It was like this. It wasn't like, hey, Todd, hey, what's up? It was like, you're Todd Houghton, right?
You're pulling me like, don't I know you from somewhere? Like, yeah. I used to be a wide receiver for him.
Yeah,
I knew that I knew you.
Oh, yeah, she did that with Billy White Shoes Johnson. She was like, I know you. And he goes, where do you know me from? And she goes, no, I know.
He's all pointing at his shoes.
Then she brought up Oilers. She goes, you used to play for the Oilers.
I thought he was a wide receiver.
And she said, you're a wide receiver for the Oilers.
I said he used to be a wide receiver or a cornerback.
And this dude, and I'm over here thinking she's crazy. This is some old black man that she's pointing out. They calling him saying he played in the NFL. And then I'm thinking like, but how does she know Oilers? Like she's good enough to know Oilers. And him too, he's like, I did play for the Oilers, but not a receiver. So you almost know me. He told her.
No, I said you were a wide receiver, or a cornerback. He goes, I wasn't a wide receiver. And I go, you were a cornerback. And then he said, yeah. And so the best part of that story, Tim, you got to hear this. The best part of the story is he ends up being there with Earl. And he's like, since you knew
no way.
Tell Sandy, since you knew who I was, I've been walking this whole strip and nobody knows who I am. He goes, let's go meet my boy. He takes us to go meet Earl Campbell. They give us a signed jersey, signed to Married with Drinks. Earl Campbell, Hall of Fame, 90.
I don't think anybody had bigger thighs in the NFL history than Earl Campbell, man. That dude, you want to talk about a beast, man.
Oh,
You got
yeah.
me, or white shoes, great, dude. Nothing
Because
against
you knew
him.
who Billy Johnson was. Who knows Billy Johnson?
Well, all the like when Bubby Rooster came, I was like, I know you from somewhere. That's my
Mister.
signature line. I know you from somewhere. And they're like, where? And I'm like, weren't you the backup quarterback from John Elway? He's like, what?
Yeah.
That
That happened with Bubby too. So yeah, Sandy's been. I don't know how she does it, but she calls out players.
Dude, Sandy attracts multiple vibes from every form, shape, form, whatever,
sure.
man. Sandy's the one to meet. Lenny, bro, you're cool, man. I love that you're doing the show. But you know, I'm kind of missing Sandy's face. You know,
Hey, she's ready to talk about the draft. She's had some things to talk about the draft.
but you know, I will tell you this, man. Is my daughter Yaya like? So she came home with an art project, and I won't get too far into it. But she's like, "Do you like it, Dad?" And I go, "You know what?" I go, "If you showed it to Sandy," and she's like, "Oh, Sandy would just tell me to go with this." And that's something that I love about your wife, man, is that that she's able just to be down to earth. She's met multiple athletes, multiple people at the tailgate, going to the games, being on the podcast, joining your guys' podcast. Whatever. And the thing I love about her so much is that, dude, she's like literally in my daughter's mind. Like, man, I can't. I want Sandy to see this or this.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. That's how that imprint she leaves on everybody. Like Sandy, you'll meet Sandy once, and afterwards you're just like, I never met anybody who's only met her once and hasn't asked me how she was every time I see him. Like everywhere I'm at, where's your beautiful wife or how's Sandy? It's like. Everywhere, like Ebenezer Ekabon, he sees me, he's like, "Where's that pretty wife of yours?"
Yeah.
How's Ekabon asking for my wife?
No, nobody wants Lenny. You know what I mean? Like, you know, no one wants Tim. They just want to get through me to meet Sandy. You know what I mean? Like, Sandy's on that show. Yeah, what's up, Sandy? You know how many more comments we would have if Sandy was in front of the camera right now?
Probably, yeah, right. I mean, her mom was on already. Her mother-in-law came on.
All right, so man, we're I'm not gonna say we're running out of time. We can go as long as we want, but here's the thing: we're not even at a first and tailgate. We did free agency. Let's do some draft predictions, and if you don't mind, do you mind if I start off with that, Lenny, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, no. So you can start off with it. I have some, like I said. So my two. So at 30, so we got.
Let him start.
We got 7 draft picks, and with 7 draft picks, I think our first 3 are 30 away. Like we're good, the 30th pick, and then the 61st pick, and then the 92nd pick. So you know,
We got 5 and 4
for
we got 5 picks in the first 4 rounds.
We got 5 picks in 4 rounds. Yeah, and then after that 2. Yeah, but our first 3 are all 30 picks apart.
Yeah.
So those ones, it's kind of like
30, 60, 90.
who we got a shot for, and one of the ones that I guess I'm being hopeful.
He's gonna go first.
No, go ahead, Lenny. Go ahead. Keep going.
So the one I'm being hopeful is so with Singleton being on the chopping block, and if we don't bring in our Atlanta Alice, we don't bring in Alice. You know, there's that linebacker from Georgia that's that could possibly fall deep into the first round. He's an inside linebacker. What was his name? For the national championship or during the playoffs, I was talking about how good he was. I just can't remember his name.
The kid. You're not talking Georgia Tech. You're talking Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I believe he's an outside linebacker. Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so we'd be missing inside.
I could be wrong. He could be an inside. I don't have all the data, but keep going, man.
And so with him, but like I said, if he falls to us too, I'd like to see the tight end out of Oregon. I'd like to see that kid out of Oregon.
Yeah. I don't believe he's gonna fall, man. And I'm gonna just predict that now. We can clip it this segment and then go back to it when the draft happens. I don't believe he's gonna fall to us, and I don't believe we're gonna trade up to him. So I want to talk about a little bit about the draft, and it's not about a particular player. We're drafting 30, 90, and 121 or 1.
Number 30, 62, and 94.
36. Yeah.
30,
It's
60,
30, 62, 94.
Yeah, I messed up. My math was messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30, 60. Yeah. So we're within 3 rounds, and then we got 2 coming back up. So we got 5 and 4. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't think we're going to draft in the first round.
You think we're going to trade it away?
I think we're going to get 2 second-round picks or a second or third and not draft at all in the first round. I think somebody's going to want that spot, and that spot doesn't mean shit at 30.
No, not 30. Yeah, for sure. At 30 right now. And I don't know. It's like, as far as need, it's slim pickings for us in this draft. If who we want don't fall to us, we're just going to focus on free agency, really. So
exactly, Lenny. I'm so glad you said that, bro, because that's how I feel. Why not go get a second and third and give away your first round pick? Because our free agency is going to get us what we need. People going to play for the Broncos. People are going to see like, damn, they're a Super Bowl contender. Yeah. Let's go. Let me sign this 1-year, 2-year contract. Is our cap going to be the best in 4 years? I'm not going to say it is. But if you want to make a run for it, you got to spend money now because you got Bo coming up. So I don't think, and I'm going to give credit where credit's due. My brother George is the one who said it. Because do we even need that first round pick? And then my mind went, dude, you're right. Yeah, do you even Broncos, bros? I'm gonna agree, and I'm gonna give credit where credit's due to George. I don't think we're gonna draft in the first round, bro. How do you feel about that?
I could agree with that. Like I said, if we get one of those 2 that drop down that low, that linebacker from Georgia or the tight end from Oregon, let's draft. But without them 2, like I really don't. I can't picture anyone off mine that we need to draft in the first round.
Yeah, definitely. You know what, man? Let me do this. It's all you, Lenny. Ready?
All right, let's do it. Okay, from Shy again. I graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School. Go Spartans. So, yeah, okay, so he's a DPS kid. Right on. I'm a DPS kid too as well. Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, he's on that south side over there.
The south side, baby. South side. Yeah. All right, from Rich. War up. Let's go. That's, get ready to go. Let's do it. War up.
Thank you, Rich, for tuning in on the show, man. I really do appreciate it, man. All the comments you want to leave, man, please. Lenny's going to read them, man.
So Shy again. Oh, Riley Moss. get him traded from the Broncos. Sandy and Tim are not going to like you.
Woo! Woo! Let's get Sandy in here.
Get Sandy in here. Get Sandy in here.
Shy, I love you, my bro. I love you.
But you wrong, though.
With all my heart. I love you with all my heart, man. We cannot get rid of Riley. And I'm going to let Sandy take over. Go ahead.
He has so much potential, everyone. Like, he's so slept on. He has so much potential. Watch, Riley Moss is going to come back this year and shut everybody up because he's so good. Oh, yeah.
No, like I said, I was pointing out certain things that had me, I was on your side, Shy. I was on your side on it. And it took Tim and Sandy to point out the stuff that I was overlooking to be like, you know what? That boy did do it for us. That boy, he gave up 1 touchdown all year. That's the stat you told me, right? 1 touchdown all year. I was like, and then they're attacking him because you got PS2 on the other side. Of course, if you're a quarterback, who are you going to throw at? PS2 or Riley Ross?
Yeah. So let me ask you a serious question, Shy. If you're still out there, and Lenny and Sandy, I'm going to throw this to you. Hopefully, Shy's out there and he can make a statement. But what better number 2 CB? And Lenny, if you dare tell me I'm biased because I was a cornerback, we're gonna have problems, bro. But what I'm gonna ask, what else can you ask from a number 2 CB? What else, man? You get rid of him for capital space and bring in someone else, and they're gonna get targeted the same way because who do you have on that other side, Lenny?
Exactly. And you know, it's having to point out those facts is that people want to focus on the fact that, you know, he gave up catches. He gave up catches in big moments. But then at the same time, it's, yeah, but you got to remember, like, who's on the other side of him. You got to remember he's number 2. And, you know, for the most part, he was putting stops to those. He was shutting it down for the most part. You know, he held it down. He did. He held it down. And like, it took it getting shown to me to realize I was wrong.
And you know what? You know, admitting when you're wrong is great especially when it comes to a cornerback. I'm just saying. But what I will say is when Vader was on the show, you guys remember, he goes, I think he only had 1 touchdown thrown. Yes, he gave us some big plays. Yes, he had some pass interference calls. Those PIs could go 50-50 my way, bro. Yeah. Like what people don't realize is the PIs that he did was to save a touchdown. I'll take the penalty. Let me wrap this dude up, which is a smart move. You get defensive holding or PI, depending on how they want to go each way. To me, that's a cornerback IQ, a football IQ. I'm going to take this penalty to give us another shot instead of giving up the touchdown. Would you agree, Sandy, Lenny?
I agree.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree for sure. And that's what they teach you in Little League right there. You know, like, hey, you're getting beat, tackle them. Because back in Little League, it's a 5-yard penalty. You know, the receiver's beating you, get tackle. It's a 5-yard penalty. We'll give him 5 yards over the touchdown.
We got Shy coming in, and he's stating his case. Thank you, Shy, for coming back in.
Let's see
it. And look at Lenny. Go ahead.
Riley almost cost us some games. So, and that comes down to the penalties, and it's just what they pointed out, Shy. It's some of those penalties. You don't make that penalty, that's a touchdown. And some of those penalties, they end up getting a field goal out of it. So 3 points over 7 points, I'll take it all day.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Shy, I will say this: you're not wrong to be concerned about it. All I'm asking you to do is think about what number 2 CB out there would you rather have than Riley? I get it. There's been some struggle with it, but I have nobody in my mind. So please tell me, and anybody out there that's still watching, please tell me who's a better number 2 CB, because he stepped up when PS2 got hurt and had to take on that number 1, and then they targeted him more. Yeah, targeted him more, and he doesn't always have that safety help. So, sure. Shy, got nothing but love for you, man. You have your own opinion. I'm Team Riley, my bro. Man, I love that you're commenting on the show. Lenny, you want to say anything to Shy?
Hey, Shy, brother, you know, we'll see it this coming year. Like I said, I was on your side of it. It took, I think, mid-season for Sandy to start pointing it out to me. And the more I paid attention, the more I started seeing it. And it's so, you know, I agreed with you at one point. As I paid attention more, it's, you know, he like Tim says, who's a better number 2?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next topic. I know we keep going on this Bronco trip, but you know, I'm feeling the vibe about this Broncos, especially being off season when free agency and trading and drafts ain't even there yet.
We talked about it. It's a fun free agent to see this year. This year's a fun free agency.
I love it. So here's my next question. I love Talib, man. If you watch his podcast, he's pro Denver, he's pro Bronco. This and that. He made a statement. Even though the Legion of Boom won Super Bowl 48, he said something that clicked into my mind. Yeah, they were hard hitters. Yes, they were aggressive. Can't take anything away. He goes, I think the no-fly zone was better. He goes, the reason why is we had way more takeaways. We had to go win that without an offense. And there's nothing wrong for him to say that because he's right. Super Bowl 50 was a defensive Super Bowl win. My question to you, Lenny, today's defense or the no-fly zone, who's better?
No-fly zone. I mean, no slide phone. No. So you got to remember AFC Championship game that year. Peyton was down, right? He sat out that whole first half. I was at that
game.
Yeah, he sat out the whole first half. He didn't come in until third quarter. And it was defense keeping us in that game. Defense kept us in that game. Yeah, we needed Peyton to come in and finish it off for us. But, you know, without defense keeping us in that game, we would have been there. And so when it comes down to the Super Bowl, like Peyton, I'm always going to say Peyton won it for us. Peyton won it for us. But really, like, it was our defense. It was that Miller coming through with that fumble at the 10-yard line. Like it was the plays they made were plays that won the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the 2-point conversion in the North Stand. You know what I mean? Like when they had to go for it and we stopped it. I mean, that defense stepped up. That was another snow game for the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
and they played in it, man. So here's what I'm going to say, Lenny, is that it's not biased. I don't think it's biased because we won the Super Bowl. I fully believe that this defense could have won the Super Bowl. I fully believe Seattle wasn't going to do, and then they could have stopped the run. Like, there's multiple things, what if, but Bo Nix was out. Here's my point. The no-fly zone had turnovers.
Yeah, multiple turnovers. And turnovers that led to points.
Yeah, and we had that against Buffalo. But without those turnovers, our offense wasn't going to go beat the Bills. Let's be real about that. Nothing against the Broncos. I'm diehard.
Turnovers was a big factor in that game for sure.
I bleed orange and blue. But 5 turnovers and barely winning it. If you don't have those turnovers, we're dead in the water. You know what I mean?
And that was one thing I felt like we struggled with all year was getting it in the end zone, and that's what led to a lot of our close games. Like almost all our close games shouldn't have been close games if we were getting it in the end zone. What made me a believer was like Bo still found a way to get it done. However, yes, it shouldn't have been that close.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna get off of this, man. I know, man. First and tailgate, man. Hour and a half, man. Lenny, man, I'm just having too much fun on the show with you, my bro. You know what I mean?
No.
These next segments might not be as long, but Lenny, what do you think about a Mile High Memory?
Oh, Mile High Memory. So
hold on. Let me take us in. Mile High Memory, ladies and gentlemen. Lenny, you want to bring up the subject?
Yeah, so Mile High Memory. So with Mile High Memory, we're doing any sports, right? Any memory?
Yes, sir.
With the Broncos, Rockies, Nuggets,
whatever.
So, all right. So my Mile High Memory. So I'm gonna bring up this week. 07. Me and my pops were that was the last year for old Yankee Stadium. We're Yankee fans. We're Rocky fans too. We love the Rockies, but we didn't have the Rockies when I was a kid.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt you, and I'm going to let you keep going. What's funny is we didn't have the Rockies, so me and my dad were Red Sox fans.
Oh.
But go ahead, Lenny.
So here's a Mile High Memory. So we go to New York for the I think there's a Yankees Diamondback series to see Randy Johnson pitch against the Yankees. So it's a big deal. And so then at the same time, though, they have the Rockies, Red Sox playing on the Jumbotron because the Rockies are about to sweep the Red Sox. This is in June. So the Rockies are about to sweep the Red Sox. So top of the 9th inning, Rockies down by 3, bases loaded. Garrett Atkins hits a grand slam over the wall. Rockies take the 1-run lead. Then bottom of the 9th, they 1-2-3. Rockies sweep the Red Sox in Boston. So that's in June. There's a mini series of 3 games, I think. Fast forward to that year. I don't know what it was, but me and my dad we were at the tiebreaker game. We were at every single game throughout that whole playoffs. We were at the Phillies, the lights out, the Diamondbacks that year. Then we were lucky enough to be at the World Series too. And unfortunately we got swept by the Red Sox at that time. But I think my Mile High Memory was just how exciting that whole year was since June for me. For everyone else, it started with October and the 23 out of 25 wins.
Well, what you got to remember is that we had a 1-game playoff to go to the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, we were at that game against the Padres. We were at the game before, so we were at that Sunday game, right? And when Milwaukee won, which forced Milwaukee beat San Diego, so we're watching on the Jumbotron. Milwaukee beat San Diego. So if we finish off this game, we're playing them tomorrow in a 1-game playoff. We finish off that game. We run to the ticket box. We get tickets. So we were at the tiebreaker game against the Padres. And so then, like I said, we're fortunate enough to make it to every game throughout there. And for everybody, that's what I tell everyone, everyone's memory of that year was the 23 out of 25, the Great September. And for me, that year started back in June when we swept the Red Sox and Garrett Atkins hit that grand slam over the monster.
You just had to bring that up. You just had to bring that up.
That's what I'm saying. So because of that, it kept me in the Rockies mode that whole season. And so because I was in that Rockies mode, because of that June series, I was able to be at that tiebreaker the day before the tiebreaker. Like I was able to be on board before everybody else was.
No, and I totally agree because I was on board as well. Here's what I'm gonna say about your Mile High memory. Our layoff, man, we had to play a 1-game playoff, won it, and then literally like the last week of every game was a playoff game for us to get to the playoffs. And then we swept, and then we had like a 9-day layover.
It was 9 days off. 9 days off before the World Series started.
And then Red Sox came back against the Yankees, and they were hot. And then we got swept in the World Series. And if you look at the cap, if you look at the salary margin, Rockies weren't getting paid nothing.
Oh yeah, no.
Red Sox were, big organization paying what they wanted, and then the layoff. I know we didn't win. I know we got swept. And dude, I've always been a Red Sox fan. In that series, knowing that you're a Yankees fan, I hope you would feel the same way as me. I was not a Red Sox fan in that series. Colorado, Rockies, let's do it, because I'm a huge Red Sox fan. If the shoe was on the other foot, Lenny, and Rockies would play the Yankees, Rockies or Yankees?
No, I'd definitely be going for the Rockies just because of the opportunity for the Rockies. And so every year when the Yankees come to town, it's always a 3-game series. Me and Sandy will go to a game wearing our Yankee jersey, Rocky hats. The next day we'll wear Yankee hats, Rocky jerseys. The last day we'll wear all Yankees. But in all 3 games, even though we're cheering for our Yankees, we're also cheering for our Rockies too. And we're hoping the Rockies win. We've talked about this multiple times. Like, we want the Rockies to win, because here's the fact of the matter is the Yankees are going to have those. They're going to have those 80, 90 wins every year. The Rockies need it.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at their cap. I mean, if you want to get into baseball, man, it sickens me of what the MLB is allowed to let the Dodgers do with their signings, their free agency sign. Bro, they're ruining baseball, and dude, you might get a strike on your hand this year, man. I mean, the way it's looking at it, man, it's not just because I hate the Dodgers, but I'm gonna say it. I hate the Dodgers like I hate the Raiders or the Chiefs. You know what I mean?
Me too. Facts. I hate the Dodgers like I hate the Raiders and the Chiefs. Yes. I hate them.
But man, I mean, the signings that they have, man, it's just getting ridiculous. And so I'm all on board of new ownership for the Rockies, man.
No, the month you let go, they didn't even give it to Kroenke already.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Kroenke. Yeah.
They didn't give it to Kroenke already.
But who knows if the brothers are gonna let it go or not? But whatever. So great Mile High memory, Lenny, dude. I enjoyed that one.
Right.
Mine's gonna be quick, and I hope anybody that's out there or that rewatches the show doesn't think that I'm trying to be passive, like just to pass this moment up. But R.I.P. to Doug Moe.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Coach.
Doug Moe was huge in the Denver organization for the Nuggets. He was doing stuff before we won a finals. Like he down to earth, great everything. I wish I had the opportunity to even just get an autograph from the man. Lenny, you got anything to say about Doug?
So 9 consecutive seasons when making the playoffs. My dad always threw that out to me because who matched it was George Karl. 9 consecutive playoff seasons. So here's the thing about Doug Moe is I don't know if you remember Red and Jerry's. It's my grandbaby.
Red and Jerry's. Yeah, it was like a Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, so Red and Jerry's. Doug Moe would be there gambling. He'd be sitting there betting on dogs every day. So he took retirement into $2 bets every day. And so we all knew it was Doug Moe, but nobody wanted to go up and say hi to Doug Moe. But he was there at Red and Jerry's every day. So I've seen him probably 100 times without saying hi once. And
oh man,
I regret it. I regret it. I regret not going up. Hey, Doug, let me get a picture. Hey, Doug, let me get an autograph. Like I regret it because, like I said, I've seen him 100 times in that place, and not once did I go up to him.
I didn't know he did 9 straight years of a playoff run.
Nine consecutive playoff years.
That's awesome, man. And that just goes to the character of who he was and why everyone in Denver is missing him. Age happens, things happen, but like just the stories that you're saying, Lenny. I seen him at Red and Jerry's, a $2 bet. Man, that's something that you're gonna realize for the rest of your life. Have that. I wish I got to see the man. Oh my gosh, look at the man.
Oh, she got some noodles in her mouth. Say hi. Say hi. Our grandbaby ended up with blue eyes.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I got all my girls, and none of them they all have my brown eyes, and their moms had like blue and green eyes.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
You wanted them to get that, right?
Yeah, I did. They got my Chicano heritage, I guess,
All good.
But I want to do this, Lenny. Can we do this together, bro? Let's raise up for a mile high salute. Doug Mo, you're in all our hearts. You're in Denver community. We will never let your legend be forgotten. Lenny, anything you want to say?
Hey, for sure. Rest easy, Coach. You were appreciated. Like I said, you were above my time, but it didn't stop me from hearing all the stories from my dad. My dad made sure I knew who you were. So RIP, rest easy, Coach.
There you go. Mile high salute.
Mile high salute for Doug Mo.
I love it, man. You know what, bro? Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's put some props on it, Lenny.
All right, let's get some props on it. I like to hear it. So I want to do a multi props right now.
All right, man.
So I'll throw my props out to Jamal Murray for making the All-Star game. Long deserved. I mean, he should have been there.
Dude, I just got medlocks.
My bad. I'm sorry about that.
You're good. You're good, bro. I just gotta say it.
It was long deserved. He deserved to be there, in my opinion, a long time ago, especially that bubble year. What do you have? 3 50-point games in that bubble? Like, yeah, that was amazing. But also, I want to give so Riverdale. I want to give a props to my nephew, who's got his 3 offers as a punter. Like I said, when he told me when I saw him working his ass off to be a punter, I was like, bro, I don't think punters work that hard. And then seeing the offers come in, hey nephew, thank you for proving me wrong. Like, wow, you opened my eyes to a whole nother world. And man, you're getting full rides.
Lenny, you go kick a football out in the snow. See how it feels.
This boy punts it. He's hitting 60, 70-yard punts. It's insane. But and then another one from his same school, from Riverdale School, Brianna Critton. She's McDonald's. She just got invited to the McDonald's All-American game. I think she just hit 3,000 points. So congratulations to her. 3,000 points in 4 years of high school. That's insane. So I think she just broke the Colorado State record.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, 3,000 points. That's a lot of points. And
that's a lot to put up.
I think she's been an All-American nominee for all 4 years of high school. So that's even more amazing.
Absolutely. And you know what? I don't want this to be anything taken out of content. I fully support women's sports, and it's not just because women's or men's. You're doing a craft, and the people that you play against are trying their heart. So to put up number, you said 3,000 points or something.
Yeah.
That's an amazing accomplishment. So, Lenny, I want to piggyback you. I don't know her personally, but please tell her that literally I give her props on it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, hey, any of you people from Riverdale watching, congrats to Dominic Gandy and Brianna Creighton. Congratulations, guys. You guys are shining, especially from the same school. Like, that's awesome. You guys are shining. Congratulations, guys.
Bro, I love how you bringing up the Denver community. And since I got medlocks, I'm going to put some props on it for Joe's son.
Okay, there we go.
He's out there doing in the work, and I know we're all gonna get out there and get to watch him one game. You know what I mean? Whether Joe's there or not, and it's not because he's not there for his son. He's his work schedule conflicts because he works nights and stuff. But the Mile High Outcast, the Horsemen, Meredith Drinks, however you want to put it, and whoever else out there that's with us, please know, man. Let's go support this kid and see what he got. See what he's gonna do. Put up points to play 10U up to 11U with a full roster of 10U players and only lose by one. That is not a loss to me. That is an achievement because that 1 year gap is significant. So, put some props on it for Joe's son.
Yeah, there we go. Mini Medlock, baby.
Mini Medlock, baby.
Mini Medlock.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we get that info. I'd like to go see him Monday, so that'd be cool to go watch him.
I got 2 here, man. Go ahead, Lenny.
Hey, from Shy again. Number 23 from the Broncos. Number 23 is
I don't know Shy offhand, but I think he's relating back to the Riley Moss.
Okay.
He's saying 23 can cover that slot.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, look who's here.
Hey, Jorge in the house. I had
Even
a buddy
Broncos bros.
Even Broncos, bro. I had a buddy named Jorge growing up, and I used to
Speaking
call him
of
Hey Jorge.
Georgie, is he Georgie here?
Yeah, Georgie's here. Sandy has something to talk to you about.
Hi, Georgie.
Go ahead and read it,
gone
Lenny.
for like months already. We're trying to. I have to meet up with you.
Jaden Barron, our last year draft pick. That's who number 23 is for the Broncos. Jaden Barron, our from Texas, Longhorn kid.
Do you even Broncos,
bro? I'm sorry.
So George says on the road still because he's on his way to Vegas. But y'all have a great show, my brothers. My brother George, thank you for coming on. Appreciate you. Do you even Broncos, bros?
Sandy had a message for George. I interrupted.
Go ahead, Sandy.
I'm not your brothers, but it's cool. That was it.
Oh, I missed it. I'm sitting here reading. I missed the whole message.
But I'm home because I have to meet up with you for Izzy.
Oh,
so
she got a gift for Izzy for her birthday.
Yeah, I was over there Sunday at his house. Because he was in Montana and whatnot, and so I took all the kids over on Sunday to watch the All-Star game, and we really didn't end up watching the All-Star game. I don't know. I don't know how much golf you watch, but that the PGA Tour, man, was amazing, man. I was glued to the screen, and we went over there. We had a Sunday dinner with all the fam. So George, my brother, nothing but love for you. Do you even
safe travels, Georgie?
Yeah, safe travels. Hey, have fun in Vegas. Remember, listen to the song in your head. Whoa,
Red 14. I got a story real quick. I told him to go to the roulette and bet Red 14. Yes, Lenny, I know you're from the South Side. I'm from the North. Red 14. And he literally saw Red 14 hit twice without putting a bet the last time when he went to the Raider game in Vegas and was pissed off. He goes, I would have hit that and I would have hit that. So now he has to go out there. And I even text Lenny when
you did.
You guys were out in Vegas.
I did bet it when you told me.
I go, Red 14. So if Red 14 hits, George, you got to go half with me, my bro. Safe travels, like I said, man. Get in and get safe. Rewatch the show. You probably won't till you get home or waiting for a flight, but be safe. Here you go, Lenny.
Safe, brother. Be safe. Have fun. Hey, it's from Mile High Medlock from Joe. Joe chiming in, baby. What's going on? He just left the game. G-Dub pulled away from the fourth quarter and won by 15. My son said, thank you for the props. Hey, win by 15, man. Like I said, the last 2 weeks, South has really been on their game. They actually been blowing teams out of the water. So that's a big win for G-Dub. That's a big win for G-Dub for sure.
Definitely. And I love that high school talk, man. I love the Denver community talk. I got this. Here's what's going to take us into fourth and forecast. And Lenny, please say this with some feeling.
What up? Go Nuggets! From James Chavez. Hey, that's our brother Vader, baby. Orange Vader.
Hi,
hey, if you don't know him, go follow him because he shines. But if you don't know, if you're part of Bronco country and you don't know Orange Vader, you got to ask.
You're not Broncos country.
Yeah, you're not Broncos. You Broncos, bro.
Dude, I will tell you what, man. Vader is the best, man. Thank you for tuning in, and he's absolutely right. Let's go Nuggets. So you know what,
Nuggets,
Vader?
baby.
Let's get into this, man. I know we're already exceeding our time, but it doesn't look like you're ready to leave, Lenny. So you know what, Vader, we're gonna get into it for you, and let me get this up. You ready for fourth and forecast, Lenny?
Let's do fourth and forecast.
Here we go. Fourth and forecast, man. Once again, Lenny, so excited to have you here, man. I'm super pumped that you're here, filling in for Joe. Joe gave you some props on it. You know, Sandy keeps coming in and out, and I love nothing more than some Sandy Lulu. You know what I mean?
Sandy's here the whole time. She's just jumping on camera when she has something to say.
I get it. So here we go. Onto Vader's thing. Fourth and forecast. We're out of the All-Star break, homie.
Yeah.
Lenny, we got 41 games left, right?
Yes, sir.
So here's where I'm going to go with this. The All-Star game, boring. Murray didn't do good in the three-point. I don't want to get into any of that. That's just the All-Star. Let's talk Nuggets, okay? Do you think these Nuggets can stay healthy to get us in to a spot? I know Joe's point of view is it's not incorrect. I actually kind of agree with him. I don't want it to happen. But he says as long as we get into any spot, we'll have a chance. I get it. We not number 1 seed is probably unrealistic, but I would like a 3 seed. I'm being realistic. That's where I think we should be so we can get that home game in the first round of the Western Conference. Talk to me a little bit. Do you think we can stay healthy enough with not forcing players to come back immediately?
I'm with Medlock right there on there. Like I believe in any spot we have in the playoffs, we have a chance just because of who we have and who our team is. However, we have a legit shot right now for the 2 seed. So why not try to better ourselves? Why not try to have that home court advantage? Because we all know how the Denver crowd is, how we is in the Mile High. I mean, every athlete who's ever played here says there's just something about playing in front of a Denver crowd that makes you want to win. You know, so I agree with Medlock. Any we could have the 8th seed and we got a chance because that's fortunately for us, that's who we have right now as for our Nuggets. And man, it's been a long time since we could say something like, have you ever cheered for a Nuggets team that had an 8 seed and you felt comfortable winning it all?
If you remember, we were that 8 seed, and this is when they played 5, and we beat George Karl when the Supersonics. And that's when Dikembe Mutombo had the ball, remember?
Yeah, we beat the Supersonics, in Seattle. No, but what I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying is that's very few and rare to have a team like that to where you're comfortable, where you feel like you could win at any position, which I feel like we could win at any seed we get, we could win. However, I would like those home games. I would like to be playing in front of a Denver crowd. So realistically, we have a chance for a 2 seed. Why not go after it? But staying healthy is key. So right now, don't bring Aaron Gordon back until he's fully healthy. I think Sandy was telling me, actually, she said at this time last year, Christian Braun played 20 more games than he's played this year.
And Joker.
And Joker, okay.
20 more games,
So, Sandy was telling me they both played 20 more games last year at this time than they have this year. So, you look at that stuff and it's like, man, going to the playoffs healthy, that's becoming a realistic issue for us. Like, my biased opinion is like, oh, we're good. We're fine. Don't worry about it. But
right now we're top 3 because last year at this time they were top 4.
But when it comes to a top 3, top 4, it's so close. You lose 2 games and you're gonna fall out of that spot. That's
more games.
Yeah,
20 more games though.
Exactly.
They were injured and they played 20 more games.
Oh, she's back. She's back. Let's hear it, Sandy. Let's go.
So what Sandy said,
what I'm saying
last year
is
at this time we're the 4th seed.
Hey, before me and Sandy get into ours, Lenny, go ahead real quick.
That's what I'm saying. So this time last year they were 4th seed and they played 20 more games than they did this year. And now we're.
So you feel like we got a better shot.
So we have a much better shot.
Also, Brother James, Orange Raider back. Towel, brothers. Love it. And here he is again. Hey, we're good enough to have the second seed and the third seed. We are. So we should have those seeds.
And Sandy, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I love the take. I love your emotion. I love the vibes that you give out. You're not wrong. I don't think anyone are wrong. If I can state my case, here it is. We had multiple times to pull out, even with the Joker injury, even with the Brown injury, AG. We had multiple games that we should have pulled out.
That's what he said right before he got her pregnant.
So my take it on it is that you're not getting these dubs. You're not getting it when you need it. And then when you got to go into the second half, we should have already had a better record. So if you want a 2 or 3 seed, Lenny and Sandy, Vader, I'm talking to you too, my bro. And Vader, I will tell you this. You tell me when you want to come back on the show, you'll get back on the show. We do have 2 great guests next week. Sandy and Lenny know them very, very well. I can't wait for this to happen. I will not expose it, but you guys are going to be like, oh, man. But here we go. I just think that we need to figure out how to be clutch. I feel when Joker came back, they just put it back on Joker again. They did well enough off the bench with multiple injuries, 4 starters out, and kept up a good vibe. And then when Joker comes back, let's just give him the ball. I think Joker's like, come on, guys. Like,
yeah.
What do you guys think?
I agree with that. Like we definitely got to be better without Joker in the game. Like we've showed signs of light, but I think the plus minus is like with Joker in the game, it's like plus 24 minus like 12. It's like, wait,
it's crazy. The
that's
difference.
36 points. Like,
I literally just hit a 6-7. I didn't mean to do that.
It's because he has done so well, and so that they rely on that. They're like they just rely on that. That's what I feel like. Oh, he's back, so we just rely on that many more points.
Yeah,
but do you feel we have to get away from that? Like we
do have to get away from that. Yeah, we do have to get away from that because,
like I said, that plus minus is a 36-point differential. Like it's plus 24 with him in, minus 12 with him out. Like, wait, what? That's insane. That's unheard of.
Yeah, definitely. And bro, all I'm gonna say is that the Nuggets have to figure something out. If you fire Mike Malone, let's go back. You fire Mike Malone, you get the interim coming in, which is still a head coach. What has he changed in the scheme of what Mike Malone used to do? To me, it's the same game plan, which is no game plan. Get out there and hit a winning shot. Like,
get out there and do what you do.
So when they fired Mike Malone, somebody told me like, well, it's good. It's good that they brought in Outerman. It was Outerman's game plan anyways. It's like, wait. So we just fired somebody over somebody else's game plan, and they gave that person who we fired because of him
do the same thing.
Their job.
We gave them back their job. Yeah.
Like, wait, what? So no, I hear what you're saying right there. It's his game plan hasn't changed, but because it was his game plan. So what was the point of firing Malone?
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you agree with that because that's something strongly I feel about. And everyone has their own opinion. You don't need to agree. But, like, I think as Nuggets fans, we can, like, get our minds there, right? Like, what has changed in the coaching staff? Nothing. Nothing has changed.
No.
Mike Malone got us to the finals.
Yeah.
But that was a Joker year. And you know what? Joker's getting hacked up, man. He's not getting treated like a LeBron. He's not getting treated like SPG. He's not getting treated like MVP candidate where, okay, let's throw. You see Joker's arms, they're red after every game. He got a cut on his arm. He got a cut on his face. He got and no calls fell. So, I mean, to me, it's like, do you want to treat him like he's an all-star, like he's an MVP, like he's the face of the league? Get it going. It kind of reminds me, and I don't want to get off topic too much because this one kind of kills me. I hate how Caitlin Clark gets treated in the WNBA. When she's bringing in viewers, she's bringing in season ticket holders, she's bringing in away games that are record-breaking performances, and she's not getting treated right.
So with when you say that though too, I'll be honest with this. Watching Caitlin Clark is because of the way they're treating. I want to watch and see how they're treating her. So that's also brought viewers. Is everyone's talking about like, oh, they're treating her like shit. Well, like, hey, I want to go see what's going on. And yeah, they're treating her like shit. It's horrible, but that's bringing viewers as well.
Well, it's bringing in viewers, but at the same time, if she's bringing in viewers, like I don't expect you to give her ticky-tack fouls. But what I will say is she's brought in viewers, and she's actually trying to bring in a revenue, and everybody and WNBA players getting paid more. They're getting private flights now, this and that, and everybody's out to get her. It just reminds me of the Joker, like, oh, we can hack him, and they're not going to call anything. When he's, like, literally bringing in – when you look at the playoff ratings and this and that, man, the Nuggets held playoff ratings from the finals to last year, and then we're going to go into it. People want to watch Jokic. I just don't understand why he's getting treated like he's just another guy when he is the guy. LeBron even said, Dwayne Wade has said, Stephen A. Smith has said. I mean, there's multiple people like, how? He's insane. You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know. His own players don't know when they're going to get the ball.
Watching him is a historic night. You watch history anytime you watch him play. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that's starting to piss players off, and this is coming from like watching Kevin Durant's comments last week, like it's starting to get to players that he's so nonchalant and he's better than all of them.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant's like, he don't take the game serious. He's laying down during the play, and
he doesn't. Did you not see him at the All-Star game? Him and freaking Luka just throwing the ball back and forth like it's a joke. But they're so good that they can.
With All-Stars,
to me, when they did that, was like I laughed. I'm like, these guys are out there just having fun.
No, yeah, us too, but because they're so good that they can afford to just go and have fun. And that's what pisses the rest of the players off, because the rest of the players are like, I worked my ass off to get the title so that people know who I am, so that I'm recognized for who I am. And then we have these two clowns out here messing around, just throwing the ball back and forth.
Making it look like it's a joke.
Effortless. He has three
MVPs?
Yeah, MVPs, and he couldn't care less. He's like, I want to buy more horses. I want to see more horse races. And so that's
they asked him during the All-Star break, if you guys heard it, like, when's the last time you think you cried? And he was like, when my horse won.
Yeah, when my horse won. When my horse won.
See?
Hey, to be honest, the biggest smile we ever seen him during, like ever get excited about it, was recently during the All-Star break as well. I don't know if you saw this, but he sits down and he looks. Here's who asked him a question. He looks over at his face. I've never seen Joker's face light up like that. But he's like, "Boogie!"
Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of the other players who really take it serious are like mad at him, because they're like, we work so hard for what he's doing effortlessly, and like they're like, I work so hard, and if that was me, I would be more appreciative, and because he's not,
and I don't think it's appreciative. I think it's what pokes the bear. Like I think he understands that it pisses them off, and so he runs with it.
Yeah,
but you know what? You don't have a LeBron flopping out there. You got a guy getting hacked.
He's not good enough to.
Dude, what Joker does, and when he's nonchalant about winning the finals, like if you guys remember when we won the finals, he goes, "Oh, there's a parade."
There's a parade. I want to go home.
Lenny, go ahead and read that comment, my bro.
Oh yeah, hey, this is from Orange Vader, from brother James Chavez. The Nuggets are winning right now. They're playing tough, and they're against the Clippers. They're playing against the Clippers right now. I didn't even know they're playing right now.
We're watching college basketball.
We're watching college basketball. Girls basketball.
Go ahead, Lenny.
Okay. So he is the heartbeat of the team. They learn off of him. His assists make the players move more, and they shoot better as a team. I agree with that 100%, James.
100%.
I think his ball movement throughout, like what he does, opens up so many more shots for players that, like, let's say, like, for example, like you see Watson shooting 20 times a game. For what? What did he do to get open? Just stand there while Joker made a spot for him to get open.
Yes, sir. I got one more out here, Lenny, before we all get out of here and do our outros. Sandy, you stick around. If you leave, I swear I'm calling you to get you back on. We got one more, and he's definitely supporting.
We need a WNBA team. You know what? I agree. So by default, I'm an Aces fan, but because every time we go to Vegas,
get out of here, Lenny. Get out of here, Lenny.
Listen, our casino host gives us tickets, so we've been to Aces games, right? So by default, but as soon as Colorado gets a team, like, fuck the Aces.
All right, I get that. You know what? Like, kind of reminds me of, you know, when we had the D League, when we had the 14ers, you know, we shared with the Nets, but the games were at the Broomfield Event Center, and you know, those D League games, man. I got to meet Miller over there. I got to meet Josh Smith. Man, I can't remember the dude with the dreads that used to play with Josh Smith.
Manimal?
Yeah. And it was Joe. I was going with Joe and Coach. So those games matter. And you know what? That actually like gave us
Kenneth
something.
Reed. I'm sorry. Kenneth Reed was his name.
Yeah. So like it gave us something like to look forward to, because like, you know, you didn't get the Carmelo out there at that time. You didn't get the Birdman, but you had Josh Smith, because Josh Smith was a 6th man. You remember, Lenny?
Yeah. Josh Smith could dunk too, man. That boy could fly. I remember that.
We got a good one. Go ahead, Lenny.
All right. So this from Jolly Rogers. Denver versus OKC, the Western Finals. Oh, I like that. You know what? I like that because she just took off again, even though you told her not to. But Denver versus OKC, the Western Finals. I love that. I would love to see that, just because I feel like it'd be a revenge game, a revenge series for us. Like, we need that revenge. And
I think we can do it. So getting on to that comment here, I think the only way we can do it is to keep AG off the floor until playoffs.
I agree.
We got to band together. We got to figure out a way to get there. And like you said, you agreed with Medlock. So no matter what seed we're in,
we got a chance.
AG cannot. Lenny, do you think AG should be part of the regular season before the playoff run, like to get him a little more in stride, or do you think just keep him out to the playoffs?
I think if anything, bring him in the last 2 games where he could get 20 minutes a game, just to get that game flow going right before playoffs. 2-3 games, 20 minutes a game. That'd be perfect.
There you go. Sandy, what do you say? AG, save him to the playoffs, or
save him to the playoffs. Let him rest, because he's a.
We need him.
Game. We need him
for sure.
Yeah, we need him. So let him rest.
I like it. I like both your takes. I'm gonna go. I got a text by George. I left a comment. We just pulled up to Airbnb, so he's in Vegas. He landed safe.
Yay!
Oh, there you go. Right on, George.
What I will say about it, save him to the playoffs. I don't think put him in over stupid, 2 games. I get what you're saying, but they can run a squad in practice to see where his health is and see where it's at. So I'm gonna do that. Before we get out of here, let's see. I think we got,
because he's kind of vulnerable, so people will see that, and I don't know.
They start trying to attack him.
They will try to injure him, or
just attack that side, that right side of him, just because they know they can drive to the hole on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lenny got one more.
All right. So Jolly Rogers again. Send OKC back home to Seattle. Hey,
Seattle. Bro, I love that one.
I think Seattle's trying to get a team though, right? Like, haven't they put in like a vote a couple times?
Yeah, but I mean, to get it back, his ownership, man, he lied through his teeth saying that they'll never move and blah blah blah, and
yeah, he did them dirty. He did them dirty for sure.
Yeah, and then I thought it was one more, but go ahead, Lenny.
All right, so from Orange Vader again, James Chavez. a couple games before the playoffs, got to get him in the groove. I think so. He's on the same boat as me. Like I said, a couple games before, and minimize the time or maximize the time at 20 minutes a game. Just get that game flow, because sometimes that game flow is a lot different than practice flow. You got to get that going.
No, and I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I don't know if you want to push them out that early, especially if we already clinch. Okay, say we lose the last 3 games, and we're gonna be 5 or 6 seed. You know what I mean? Even a 7. Why put him out there to risk something when you can see what he has in practice? That's my thought of mine. I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I do want him to have playing time, but at the end of the season, we're gonna see where we're ending up. The only way I would say bring AG back is if we're fighting for a number 8. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We're in that. What is that? That play-in, that one of those play-in spots. Yeah.
That's the only way. But if we're clinching at 5 or 6, why risk? That's my opinion. Vader, Lenny, dude, I'm not disagreeing with either guys. Me and Sandy, I'm Team Sandy. Let's say.
Yeah, I agree. For real, I agree with you.
But like I said, Vader, man, when you want to come back on the show, man, I can't wait to have you back on, man. You're a blast. And you know what? Eric from DT Jams, the DJ, and C4, he told me how good your breakfast burritos are. And if I don't get one soon, Vader, I swear, man.
Back to being a doctor. I concur.
All right, so here's how I'm going to end it. We'll do an outro after this. All of us get a talk. But the last thing I want to talk about on the agenda, I know we ran our time, and normally it's because we have 5 or 6 guests. But it's only me, Lenny, and Sandy minimized her time tonight, and we're still going over 2 hours. So March Madness, the Mile High OUTKAST. I think
it's an ESPN. I don't. First quarter over. Nuggets first quarter over.
There he is.
Oh, there he is!
Hey.
My man, I like the fade, my bro. I like the fade.
Yeah, fine.
So what I was just talking about real quick is the Mile High OUTKAST. We're gonna host a March Madness. I don't know how many people we're gonna put in the bracket. Joe, Lenny, whatever your input is. I kind of just don't want to put a cap on it and let's just go crazy with it. But we are gonna do a March Madness bracket. So once we get closer to that, I want everybody, every viewer, every podcaster, family member, whoever you are, to definitely pay attention to this, to get in on this bracket, because definitely we're going to have a blast with this bracket, and it's going to be pure bragging rights. No money, no nothing. It's just going to be fun for everybody. Joe, man, I'm so glad you're here, man. How was the game?
It was good. It was fun. Like I said, it was close at halftime, close at the end of the third, and they GW just pulled away at the middle of the fourth quarter, and put a little space between them, and South just couldn't recover. But like I was saying, man, Vince was he was working on the rest. He was hot on them, and got right close to getting a tech, and then was like, all right. So yeah, but it was a good fun game to be at. A lot of students, a lot of family there, so it was good environment.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. And then your son got to see what high school bowl is going to be like, right? Not saying that he hasn't been to a game before, but that high school level is.
The high school games are fun, man. They're fun, especially with 2 big teams like that and the crowd going. They make them fun to be at for sure.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the Rangeview East game, but we just decided at the last second just go to the GW South game. So
there you go. Yeah. Keep your DPS. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. So they're a tournament. See where it goes. Championship will be on Saturday at 4:00 at Manual. So
okay.
Yeah. Well, Joe, from all 3 of us, I think I could speak for all 3 of us, and if they want to throw anything out, Lenny, Sandy, you definitely could. Mile high salute to your son, my bro. For getting in there and making moves and playing against older players. It's not an easy task to do in youth sports, but I will say I got nothing but love, and I can't wait to see your son in person at an actual game, man. There he is.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
told you. Send us that info for
you guys need to switch seats.
Yeah, switch seats.
He's watching his little tablet before his what food gets done. But yeah, they were just saying a good job on your game. I know,
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
We can't wait to watch you on Saturday.
No, Sunday.
Sun-
Monday. Monday's game is Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
You said Saturday.
No, Saturday's DPS championship.
Oh,
So that might be at your game on Monday. So
yeah.
So, Sandy, do me a favor. We already talked about and going through. I'm glad my high Medlock came through at the end. He popped in for a minute. We are the Mile High Outcast, but you know what? Tonight, both of you guys are Mile High Outcasts as well. So, Sandy,
Loved it.
Sandy, take us out. Anything you want to talk about?
Just orange and blue. That's what we do.
Orange and blue. It's what we do. Hey, year round. Year round. We don't stop. Just because the season's over, we don't stop bleeding.
Don't stop.
There you go, Lenny. What do you got to say, bro?
Hey, you know what? It's getting fun in Denver right now. I mean, like the Broncos are competitive again. We got our Avs and our Nuggets competing. You know, baseball is probably not going to be there. But hey, that they're actually signing a couple pitchers. They signed 3 pitchers recently, so we'll see how that goes. He signed the ace from Milwaukee. I mean, we'll see how he does. But hey, I'm going to be optimistic. That's how I am. In Denver sports, I'm optimistic. So, it's an exciting time. With March Madness coming, we got the high school tournament going. Me and Sandy like to go to the Coliseum and watch the high school playoffs. So it's just a fun time in sports right now.
And yeah, definitely, man. I agree with you, man. We all need to collaborate and just get down there together. You know what I mean? And just go have a game. Whether it's Joe's son's show or John, my daughter's Joe's son, and yours. Just to all get together and go watch a game like that, man. Because high school ball, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Chauncey Billup era revolutionized my mind in high school ball, man. Because I remember that line being out the door where I can even go sit on a bench because everybody wanted to go see Chauncey. You know what I mean?
that's where I was at tonight. Chauncey Billup's court.
D-Dub.
Well, they renamed the court.
But yeah, oh man, I remember back all the games. And like even JV Bicker.
Did we all?
Joe froze.
He froze.
Yeah, it's Chauncey Billup's court.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Joe's back. Go ahead, Joe.
Goes back.
Welcome back, Joe.
All right, Chauncey
You
Billup's
froze
court.
on that segment, bro. If you want to run it back.
I see. Chauncey Billup's court. That's where I was at tonight. Watching the game. But I go back even with JB Bickerstaff when his dad was coaching the Nuggets. He was playing at East. And I mean, there was always some challenges on the teams in DPS. From Montbello, GW, East. It was always some good players. Around the city. So and then like you said, when you get to the Coliseum, that's what you got to see all the other teams from outside from Pueblo to Fort Collins, all around. So that's where it really gets exciting.
Yeah, no, Coliseum is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love when the playoffs get to the Coliseum because it's the Elite Eight. Once they get to Elite Eight, it's Coliseum time, and then they do all the divisions. What is it? 5A, 4A, 3A. So you get your pick games. They're all day long. It's fun.
Yeah.
Real quick before I do my outro, go ahead, Lenny.
From Orange Valley. Hey, Team Lenny, baby, I love it. There you go. I got somebody on my team.
I'm telling Sandy.
Crazy.
She said that's crazy.
And then you got one more.
Orange and blue, that's what we do. Hey, look, he gave you a shout out too. Look.
Oh, now he's just picking sides. What I will say, man, Joe, I love that you came in at the end, man. Lenny, thank you for covering for Joe, man. You need that father-son time. We all know how that is. I got daughters, but I want that as well.
I appreciate it.
That's what good parents do. Sandy, you came and go throughout the show, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of miss your face. I had to look at Lenny all night. Okay, you put me in a predicament, Sandy. But I love all you guys with all my heart, man. We are the Mile High Outcasts. Does anyone want to say anything before we get out of here?
Well, hey, we love you guys. Everybody who watched, thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow to Married to Drinks. It's a 15-minute episode. Hopefully you'll laugh. You might laugh at Sandy killing me, but hey, big shout out to Tim and Joe. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for bringing us in. All the love you guys give us. You guys share our page. You guys have been awesome. Like I said, instant family from day one. So we love you guys.
Absolutely. Feel the same way, man. Right back at you.
I love you. Yeah, boo, I love you.
Yeah. It's gonna be so happy for that.
Burritos tomorrow morning? ?
Yes.
I'm
getting sent to Springs.
If you can't promise it, bro, come on. I'm down. Where are you at?
I'll be in Arvada. I'm down.
That's good. Mile high salute to everyone out there. Joe's son's killing in basketball. We're all gonna go watch and support. Thank you for both of you treating my daughters like gold. Sandy, Lulu, they love you with all my heart. Lenny for stepping in, being the co-host, so Joe can spend time with his son tonight, man. It's all love. We're all a family. We're the Mile High OUTKAST, and we out of here.
We're out. Salute.
Bye.
Turn it up. Let the city feel the bass.